So guys, this is a bit of a different video than what you normally see from me, and I'm here to make one very simple request. Please stay home if you have the ability to stay home. It doesn't matter where you are, whether you're one of my American viewers or Canadian viewers or viewers from around the world, please stay home. If you have that ability, you can save lives by doing so. I'm not exaggerating. We're at a very pivotal moment in this current health crisis, where if we practice social distancing, if we work to flatten the curve, then many lives could be saved. Many social and political and economic and cultural troubles can be avoided or mitigated. But if we keep doing what we're doing, the struggles will not end, and they might exacerbate. And what people mean by the curve not being flattened is that if we continue to go out to clubs, if we continue to party, if we continue to gather in big crowds when we don't have to, that increases the odds of the current crisis being spread, whether to people that will be asymptomatic or whether to people for whom this is a life or death issue. And what will happen is eventually our medical systems will become overburdened. There won't be enough tools, there won't be enough ventilators, there won't be enough beds in our medical facilities to handle all of the challenges being faced at once. Yet, if we can find some way to mitigate this current crisis, even if it means the same amount of people are ultimately affected, but over a longer period of time, our various social and medical and economic and political systems will be more able to handle them. So please don't go out. Please don't go out and party. Please don't make unnecessary trips out into public. I know a lot of my viewers are my age, late 20s, early 30s, some of them younger. I get it. This likely isn't a, severe issue for you personally, but it is for the elderly. It is for those with immune deficiencies. It is for all sorts of other folks who don't have the same kind of means of survival at this particular moment in time. So don't think of yourself, think of them. Jagmeet Singh, when he went into self-isolation last week, made this point. The Canadian leader of the NDP, Canada's left party, that it's not really about me. It's not about me at all. He's a healthy man. He's 40 years old. It's about elderly folks that could be affected. And we have to practice social solidarity in this moment. That when we often talk about social solidarity, we talk about a society that takes care of the least, quote unquote, in society. That a society is only good insofar as it protects those who are at the bottom of the social and political and cultural and economic rung, the economic ladder. And in this moment when we're dealing with this crisis, we have to think the same thing. That a society is only as good as the systems and the individual actions put in place to protect the most vulnerable. And this will have an effect on all sorts of folks. I get it. I get there's a lot of people who do not currently have the ability, the luxury to stay home. They have jobs that don't allow that. They have levels of finances that don't allow that. They have inflexibilities that don't allow that. And for those people, all I can say is I wish you the best. I know that you'll do the best to take care of yourself and others while you're doing the work you need to do to take care of yourselves and your family. But for the rest of us who have the means to change our lifestyles, we really have to. Just as an example, my son isn't going to daycare for the foreseeable future. It makes me doing my day-to-day work, whether it's these videos or some of the research I do, very, very, very hard. I might make less videos because of this. You might not see 2 or 3 videos a day from this channel for the foreseeable future. I'll certainly do my best. The channel won't generate as much income as it normally does. That's a sacrifice that my wife and I are making because I have the ability to stay home with my son to keep him out of daycare. My son, myself, my wife have no symptoms. There's not even necessarily symptoms at his particular daycare center. But as part of this social solidarity to practice social distancing, this is something we all need to do. So insofar as you can do your part to make this process a bit safer for those who are most vulnerable, I encourage you, I implore you to do it. We've all seen the clips of people, including from people in my hometown of Kingston, Ontario, brag about how they're going out to party. And that's not a good look, guys, because what might be a minor inconvenience for you, what might be a mild 2-day illness for you, could literally be the end of a person's life in another case, or at the very least, a severe strain on our already overburdened medical system. Make the right choice. Stay home as much as you can. Practice social distancing. Talk with your friends on social media. Talk with your friends online. Play your video games. Read your books. Engage in those forms of entertainment and communication that are safe. We'll all get through this together, and things will be normal soon enough. But the sooner we practice that social distancing, the sooner we can get back to that new normal. So guys, have a good one. Please stay home. I'll continue to make videos, even if it's a bit harder, and I wish you all the best going forward. Thanks, guys. Stay safe.